I was 16. 16. Two a.m. Two men. Too late. Too slow. Come on, kid, you're coming with us. To Maine. Byway, dirt road. Horrible drive. Even worse arrival. We reached our destination. And I was passed like a cigarette to my new handlers. One was a kid like me. The other was a man. I had a plan. I had a plan. The choice was obvious. Sorry, dude. Freedom was in my sights. Those two will never catch me. Those two will never catch me. But the two men posted in the woods will. I was pulled to the showers by another man and another kid. Institutionalization will start with a light shower, like a baptism for fuck-ups. In Elan, they empty your pockets, take jewelry, and steal your clothes. You're given no image close. No image close. Image. Any unique aspect of your personality. Your image is the first thing Elan deletes. Rule number 1, you start from nothing. Rule number 2, resist and get even less. For example, since I tried to split equals run away, no shoelaces for a month. A split wrist was specifically given a bright yellow shirt. And very little pink shorts. They want to humiliate me. We'll see about that. They want to humiliate me. We'll see about that. They want to humiliate me. We'll see about that. They want to humiliate me. We'll see about that. I was assigned a big brother. This is Matt. He's your big brother. Be within 1 foot of him at all times or else. I'm Joe. Nice to meet you. Didn't expect the reaction. No touching. Hand down now. No physical contact. Matt and I left the bathroom into the dining room. Follow me. Let's go. It was 1 p.m. on Monday. No books, no backpacks, and nobody smiling. I was led to a table in front. I caught eyes around the room. Many were blank. My big brother didn't approve. Joe, look up front, please. Some were full of mischief. Joe, look up front. You need to listen to me. But at least there were girls. Stop looking at the females. I finally caught a girl's eyes. But she reacted weirdly, and things were about to get a whole lot weirder. Things were about to get a whole lot weirder. A sad-looking boy sat at my table, so I spoke to him. Hey, I'm Joe. You okay? No response. No eye contact. Hey, what's your name? Where are you from? Nothing. Hello? Anybody home? Matt complimented him. Good job, Steve. Thanks. Then he explained it. Elan's population was separated into 2 distinct classes, strength and non-strength. Non-strength and strength can interact. Strength and strength can interact. Non-strength and non-strength interaction forbidden. Zero exceptions. This was the law in Elan, and breaking Elan's laws was called guilt. Basic examples: having an image, reading is a non-strength, not completing IEs, writing without permission, being sideways, looking at the security zones, talking too softly, talking too loudly, and on and on. Let's recap. Kidnapped by a crazy cult. I'm completely surrounded and covered in bright clothing. A hard-ass looking teen with a clipboard blocks the door. And another blocks the exit to the hallway. And I got this big brother on my every move. Plus the guys I met who wait in the forest. 33,215 square miles of Maine wilderness. All the odds are against me. Fuck it, I'm going for it. And just as I stood up, "Joe, come knock." I froze. My big brother stood up. I knocked for the first time. I knocked on the door. "Who's out there?" "Joe." "Say your name louder." "Joe." "Come in." Hello?" "Come in." "Don't speak, it's not allowed. Okay?" "Welcome, Joe. Have a seat. This is your orientation." I sat facing full residents, known as a dealing crew. 20 months in Elan, 31 months in Elan, 1 month in Elan, 11 months in Elan. Sometimes you got a TT, a talking to. "Hey, listen, Joe. Don't look at other non-strength. You're new and obviously don't know who is who yet, so ask your big brother. Trust me. Don't make this mistake too often." Most times you got a VR, verbal reprimand. "You know you're non-strength, Joe. Stop being sneaky. We see what you're doing. You're full of shit, Joe. You're full of guilt." Luckily for me, first day orientation was a TT, But the next words spoken were, to this very day, the worst I've ever heard in my life. Welcome to the Elan 8 house. This will be your home for the next 30 to 40 months. Your stay here is going to entirely depend on you, how you decide to react to our program, the amount of privileges that you earn. Wait, 30 to 40 months? I felt like the room was spinning. Another started talking. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. No matter who talked, my mind simply repeated, blah, 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 30 to 40 months, 30 to 40 months, 30 to 40 months, 30 to 40 months. Okay, so there are 3 rules called Cardinal rules, and don't break them, okay? No sex, no drugs, no violence. These people were psychotic, that much was clear. It was written all over the walls. And I mean that literally. We see your guilt. We see your guilt. All over the walls. That ends your orientation. Again, anything you are unsure of, ask your big brother. One last thing. We expect a public apology to John, the boy you shoved when you tried to run down the stairs in front of everyone. House in the dining room. All must come to the dining room. House in the dining room. There were about 30 boys. And around 20 girls. Residents were ages 13 to 20. Head counts. Every 10 minutes we were counted and our location was marked down. High strength ran this system. High strength ran this system. No random verbal checks. Adam, here. Alex, here. Ashley, here. Everyone answered. Time for my apology. Can John stand up? He did. Looking really pissed off. John, I'm sorry, man. I shouldn't have shoved you. Knocked you over, so yeah, my bad, sorry. A gruff voice interrupted. Hey, asshole! The room had been silent, but it somehow had gotten quieter. The room had been silent, but somehow gotten quieter. As if everyone in the room was suddenly afraid to breathe. Fucking start over and beg. Fucking beg him for forgiveness. You should be in the fucking ring, motherfucker. Don't test this, Joe. Do you know why? This guy was scary. Because my gang is harder than your gang. And I would soon learn that. I would soon learn that. My apology wasn't going well. You hearing me, boy? I was just a 16-year-old kid being publicly humiliated like this. You're on thin fucking ice and full of image and guilt. I didn't react well. You're full of something too. What was that, Joe? Someone grabbed the broomstick. Did he just say broomstick? General fucking meeting. A broomstick was put at my feet about 4 inches from my toes. I actually remember thinking, broom is not for beating. Good thing they aren't crazy. He pointed at me and screamed, "Get your feelings off!" They actually sprinted towards me. Fuck you, Joe. Fuck your image, motherfucker. Fuck your image. Who the fuck do you think you are? You're worthless. You're a piece of shit. You need to be in the ring, you scumbag piece of shit. Fuck you, Joe. Fuck your image. You should be in the motherfucking ring. We're gonna put you in the motherfucking ring. Your ass is going in the motherfucking ring, Joe. Anatomy of an Elan school general meeting. 50, 60 teens screamed in your face. 4 or 5 could go at a time. You could only scream if you fit in the width of a broomstick. Others waited for a spot to open. Sitting down was only allowed after you got your feelings off. The Primal Scream therapist wasn't supervised by a licensed therapist. Strength with clipboards would write down names. If you didn't participate, you got a general meeting. Each person screamed for between 2 and 7 minutes, so a general meeting was 25 to 45 minutes long. Screaming at the top of your lungs for that long is hard, so you learn how to scream in bursts. Deep breath. Scream. Repeat. Deep breath. Scream. Repeat. You picked up this rhythm by watching the others. You learned out of necessity because you had to scream a lot, 10 to 30 times a week. In the beginning, you simply screamed to blend in. You didn't know the person, just didn't want to be next. Then something strange began to happen. You started really screaming. Screaming felt good. Screaming felt right. Anger towards being in Elan transformed into anger towards those who didn't obey Elan. The Elan days were highly structured, with a very tight schedule. Just enough time for us to eat, shower, finish our jobs. General meetings ruined the timing, made everyone's life worse. They made us mad. Record of GMs I saw in a day, 8. Number of GMs I saw in a year, over 1,000. Normal time for a meal, 5 to 8 minutes. New time due to GM, 1 to 4 minutes. GMs were handed out like candy. A day without one was a good day. Food and sleep deprivation played a serious factor, but one thing was clear. Elan turned us into living weapons. And our gods demanded sacrifice. In the last 24 hours, slept 5 hours in a van, ate once at a gas station, screamed at by 50 teens. Strength ordered me to start my guilt letter, a candid letter telling my parents why I needed to be in Elan. Dear Mom and Dad, I deserve to be in Elan because it was finally time for lunch. Potatoes, mystery meat, milk. The food looked like shit. Meal kicks. You are now allowed to eat. But starving, I reached for it. Hey, we take our food according to rank. You're last. The kid looked about 13 years old. But who was feared like a dictator. And you're on the Big Brother? Why am I doing your motherfucking job? He was high strength. In Elan, rank meant everything. Re-entry, full coordinator, chief, shingle, department head, expediter, ramrod, worker of another crew, worker of a service crew. I'm way down here. But there was even a lower rank, shot down. Shot down scrubbed all day, all week, toilet, floor, shower, trash cans. Shot down was also a verb. Talking back, you're shot down. You could get shot down from any rank. Now you're Elan School subhuman trash. I'd barely eaten when I heard, meal blows. Immediately stopped eating. 3 minutes to eat? Seriously? I shoved some meat into my mouth. Joe, eating after meal blows, that's guilt. Yeah? You ain't seen nothing yet. School didn't start until 7 p.m. and we didn't even leave the house. 7 to 11 p.m., sleep, the program. Teachers showed up and just kind of sat there. We sat in the same rooms we were always in shitty desk chairs. Grabbed from a pile of books, silently worked, then graded our own work. Friday night was called study hall. Sit in the dining room for homework, an even lazier version of school. Not to mention, no tests, no projects, no lectures, no group work, no actual homework, no backpacks, no school supplies, no art or music, and Jim was running in a circle for 45 minutes. I mentally mapped the dining room. Thanks to school time, I could map the entire house. School ended, we went to dorms. Beds were army style. My big brother watched me sleep. I focused on my breathing. Breathe in, breathe out. Because tonight, I run. "2 a.m., male dorm room number 3. I lay in the dark and wondered, how long would he wait by my bed? Would he sit all night? Would he use the bathroom? Every 10 to 15 minutes, a second kid entered the room. A high-strength job called Night Owl. Head counts from 1 a.m. to 9 a.m. I observed his movements. He counted with a flashlight. 16, 17, 18, 19. He yanked sheets to see bare feet. "3 a.m. My big brother looked very tired. "3:15 a.m. Staying up all night isn't easy. "3:30 a.m. and somewhere in between the winks. 16, 17? We walked in the woods chatting. So, Joe, what's it like out there? Out there? You know, outside, Elan. Is there new music? You hear of Eminem? You mean the candy? No, dude, he's a... Wait. Is this a lake? We reached the edge of a huge lake. Fuck you, Joe. That's for John. Which I was promptly shoved into. And this one's for waking me up at 3 a.m. Rule number 3. Trust absolutely no one. 2 weeks later, I was still in the corner, the jail within the jail, the hole. My chair faced the corner. Sit up straight, no slouching, 90 degrees. An isolation room. No work, no school, just 2 walls. I was in that corner 24 hours a day. My mattress thrown on the floor. I slept in that corner. I am watched 24 hours a day by a support person called an SP for short. High strength assigned as a prison guard. I find the whole thing ironic. Sit up now. A prisoner of a house guarding a prisoner of the room. That power can go to one's head, especially a teenager's. I tell you to sit up, you fucking do it. You're my prisoner. Get it? The Stanford prison experiment meets high school. Elan school ran unchecked for 41 years. But even worse than the corner was the ring. "3 a.m. upstairs, corner room number 2. I slept very lightly and was awoken by the sounds of 2 teens chatting. What do you think about the ring tomorrow? It's gonna be brutal. Yeah, bro. That's how I learned about my ring. Downstairs was the nightman talking shit to the men in the woods. Red Sox will be going all the way this year. You want to bet on it? The nightmen were hired adults. Nighttime Elan surveillance structure. The top rooms are watched by lower rooms. In Elan, someone's always watching. The hallway is watched from both ends. The night I ran, they immediately saw. I had just escaped my big brother. Who has spent the last 2 weeks scrubbing trash cans, toilets. But he'd get his job back just in time. Take a walk with me, Matt. Your house is going to need you tomorrow. And I was finally going to learn exactly what Elan was all about. But yeah, it's going to be quite a match. You know, Matt has got to be super pissed. Matt? And I didn't see nothing.